my name is Yuri Kasdorp from Mouse, and we're back for week 2 in the GT3 Sprint Series. And we are in the always sunny, always hot Interlagos. And we're in the Ferrari. I think it might be a solid choice for once again. And as I said, it's always hot here. Important to not overdrive the car, manage those tire temperatures so you can keep the pace through the race. And keep the speed up through the end. If you want to see how to do it, keep watching and we'll get right into it. Right, so here we go. Starting on lap back in the familiar car, in the Ferrari. Might seem like a bit of an odd choice for a track like this, but we are on quite high elevation. Might not seem like it, but what that means is that the turbo cars will do well, especially on this run up the hill here to start finish. So the Ferrari will be doing quite well here. With the run up the line. So it's quite hot on the track. It's quite rough on the tires. Turn 1 we want to brake in just after the 50. Grip the curb on the inside here. Turn 2 should be almost flat. Turn 3 should be flat. You can run quite wide over the curb on the exit. Brake on the right hand side. Use the curb on the inside. And be very careful with the off track there on the right side. Any touch on the curb will give you an immediate off track. Try to get that weight on the front end here. Keep the rotation. And then here we got the opposite of off tracks. You can use a lot of curb on the inside. Follow the inside curb here. Brake in a straight line. Again, a lot of curb, but straighten the car out on the exit. Should be almost flat down the hill here. Open up the last corner a lot, and we'll go more into detail about that. Where exactly you can go. And we got to run up the hill to finish off the lap. And again, this part here is where the Ferrari will be quite good compared to some non-turbo cars that might be better in the midfield. Right, so here we are, start the lap. Let's have a closer look. Turn 1. You can run close to the wall here. I've seen some people just brake on the track as well. I think this outside with the paint has a tiny bit less grip. I like doing it just to have a better line, braking in a straight line to turn 1. Again, brake just after you go under the 50 sign and try to brake in a straight line. Don't go to the inside too early. Then you want to clip the curb on the left side here. You can go all the way to the grass, even though it's quite high, the curb. And we want to do it as much, sacrificing of turn 1, that we can take turn 2 pretty much flat. And the Ferrari struggles on traction, so I went tiny bit off the throttle to help a bit with that traction. But you don't want to lift much here in turn 2 at all. You want to get close to the grass, but not quite clip the grass on the inside. And then turn 3 should be easy flat, just following corner. You can run quite wide on the exit here, that's no issue. And we get to turn 4. And I like to brake just before this kink in the white line here, so after the 100, between this road and the kink here. Keep it to the right side, and you want to use the inside curb here to get the car rotated. So you want the left 2 tires at least within the white line on this curb. And then on the exit, as you guys might know, be really careful. If your left side tires touch this curb, immediately off track. And your qualifying lap will be gone, and it will be quite tricky to manage in the race as well. And we get to uphill, and I struggled quite hard on the Ferrari to get the rotation in the car here, which means that we want to put a lot of weight on the front end as much as we can while we're turning. So we're braking quite a lot while we're turning here, braking a bit more while we're turning to try to get that rotation. Once we have the rotation, we can go back on power. And then we get to the complete opposite of turn 4. We can use quite a lot of curb on the left side here. As much curb in the middle of the car needs to be on the right side of this train. Then we brake all the way on the curb to the inside. We can run all the way over the inside here. You can even clip the grass with your right side tires. Well, really far inside the white line. It's fine. It's not an off track. And we want to brake here and then follow the left side tires. You see this part of the curb where it goes down, and then from this point here it stays the same to the white line. And I want to plant my left side tires on this part of the curb the whole way through the corner. So we want to be going in the same radius, and then we want to have the left side tires in between this line and this line the whole way around. So it looks like that. And we go back up, use the curb on the right side here. We want to brake in a straight line as much as we can here. Go to the inside, you can use the curb again, and then again try to straight line the car a bit on the exit to try to get that traction that the Ferrari struggles with. Bring the car at least to middle of the track, preferably a bit more, to get a good run on the downhill here. And again, you want to keep the left side tires on this line, between this line and this line, on the inside. Now we get to the last corner, which is a bit weird. The first part of the last corner, you want to keep the left side tires off the curb. But then once this curb ends, this is counted as the exit curb. We get to the entry of the next corner, which is counted different. So until this curb ends, you need to have 2 tires here around the white line. But when the curb ends, we can have the middle of the car on this drainage. So we want to do that to get the best possible line into the last corner. So the moment this curb ends, we go to the right side and then try to brake with the middle of the car at this drainage here. And then if we go over that, so the middle of the car to the right side of this line, we would still get an off track. You can't extend this more than that. And then just try to open up the last corner as much as we can to get a good run up the hill. And again, this is where the Ferrari shines with the turbo. Other cars that will do well here, for example, is the McLaren or the BMW. And that's the line. And that's the run up the hill. We can take the pit entry here to get a bit tighter line, and that's the lap around Interlagos. Alright, so here we go. We learned about some interesting track limits. Some places where you have to be really careful, some places where you can really abuse them. Quite a fun track to do, a lot of fun to overtake. Again, quite hard on the tires because it's always hot here. Careful for the race. Keep those push steps for qualifying. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next week.